Hey YouTube. Oh, that looks horrible. I hope my camera gets here sooner than later because eBay is saying estimated delivery Thursday, September 14th, which is tomorrow, through Monday, September 18th. So, 4 days between then. But hopefully it gets here tomorrow. Anyways, I need to apologize for what I said in a previous video about the hx80 being older than the hx90V. I did more research and it's not. But to be fair, that's very, very confusing. I don't like when companies have this crazy mumbo jumbo. Okay, so the first unit that we come out with is our product with number 3 on the end. And then next one we came out with had number 7 on the end. And then the newer one than that is going to have number 2 on the end. But no, don't. I mean, I understand Windows 98 being named after 1998 when it was released, but I still kind of don't like that one even. But yeah, it was very confusing. I was even remember being in the store and seeing the HX90V and the HX80V. And so I just casually asked one of the Best Buy worker, why is the older model still being sold and available when you guys are getting rid of the newer one? He's like, I have no idea. Yeah, very, very confusing. And looking at the prices, the 80 is cheaper. Like, the HX90V is $448 originally, and the HX80 is $338 originally. And I began to wonder if I made the wrong decision, just like I did with the RX 100 Mark III. The thing with the RX 100 Mark III, it's very similar to the 90, very similar body. It just has a much bigger sensor with bigger little pixel squares on the sensor, and so it does better in the light. But the zoom is nowhere near as good. It's like a 5 times digital zoom. Sorry, optical zoom. No. And the HX90V is a 30 times optical zoom. So I can go in the backyard and get really close above the trees. You guys can see that in my video where I open up my original 90V. So, yeah, that is confusing. But definitely, after I read about the two, I was like, okay, I made the right decision. Because I use Zoom quite a bit. In fact, if you guys remember the preview for the music video that we never finished with Hokaz Wave, which I will finish eventually sometime in the future. It's on the list of projects. On that, as we were doing it, there was a point where I kind of sort of was like, and one of the shots I want to do needs zoom, and they're like, I don't know if we have zoom on our camera. Do we have a zoom lens? Not with us. So I use zoom like a lot. So like when I get a big expensive $2,000+ camera, a zoom lens is going to be one of the first things I go out and buy. I'll have a normal lens and a zoom lens. Who knows what lens I'll have? But anyways, so with this, it was much the same thing. But then I found some key features that the 80 doesn't have, which I use. Like the 90V is basically, and even the HX90. Let me see. There's also a 90B. See if I can find differences on that. I'm not seeing anything obvious right off the bat, so maybe 90B is a lesser known non-US model. But looking up the differences and whatnot, and what I've found is this website here I'm on, cameradecision.com, doesn't list the lack of control ring on the 80, but the HX80 doesn't have a control ring. The control ring is something that I actually used quite a bit. It was really nice to be able to use a control ring to slowly zoom in versus the little slider thing on top, which that's okay. I use that one too. But I liked the control ring. Control ring could be used for adjusting focus, which would be good for, I wanted to try some focus pulling. I haven't done it yet, but there are some things where I'd like to do focus pulling with. So that's good. But some other bigger differences here, which really show the 80, or the 90 is a bigger, better camera, is, well, the 90V has GPS, which I left that turned off. I turned that off, I'm pretty sure, because I don't need GPS. But then I thought, maybe at some point I would like to be on a trip and be able to look at the videos and pictures I take and say, okay, that's where this was. right here in this position. I don't know, because I don't know the area very well, so I don't remember specifically where I was. Also, the ISO is better on the 90V. Um, so the highest that it goes is on the 90V is 12,800, and on the 80 it goes 3,200. So 300% higher is what they're saying on this website, and that is a big range. Let's see, both cameras start at 80 ISO and then work their way up to their highest one. On the 80, it says it expands to 12,800. I wonder why, because I've been seeing different price points. Like, they're saying that, what am I thinking? I forget the range, but it was something like there's 3,000 to like, or no, sorry, 300 original price range up to like 400 or something higher. I don't remember the range I saw. It was confusing. I'm wondering if that website had it wrong. So I need to say I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. The 80 is newer but less powerful. So even though it's much cheaper for me, I use those features. That big ISO range is important to me because I'm doing short films and stuff. I want good quality. I'm sort of the future proofing get the best, you know. So yeah, but I can kind of see the cheaper camera with fewer specs being a grab for some people who like. If you're doing vlog style videos, you're just gonna probably have it on auto, so that it just looks good. I mean, I quite often throw the thing into auto, especially when I'm doing Let's Talks. It's in automatic mode, so it looks good for my face the whole time. Or I can quickly turn it around and get a beautiful view of some berries that catch my eye, and it will adjust for those berries and look good. So I do use the auto, and but I can see somebody doing vlogs not really. The only thing you might want over in the 80 as a vlogging type thing is the higher ISO. So in case you start filming at night, you vlog your camping trip, you might want a higher ISO. I don't know. So that's that. My apologies. I even went ahead and apologized. Well, not really apologized. Well, yeah, sort of. I said that I was wrong in the comments I left on that one video. Seriously, very, 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 very confusing, Sony. Why? Then again, I'm also wondering if maybe, like, because I think the last one they did, it was the 50. And, or wait, no, there is the hx80. We have 70. Looks like there is an hx70 here. Oh no, it's H70, not HX. So there's the H70. There is an hx60. So it makes me wonder if, and I don't know what the differences are, or hx60 and hx60v between these two, but I'm wondering, because they went to 90, so that's 30. So I'm wondering if the hx90v was 30 times better than the hx60 as far as all the specs, and so they choose a number that was 30 times higher, but then pick a lower number when they go down on the specs. I'm wondering if that was their logic, but it still just makes things confusing. Just do things consecutive and give your customers a break, okay? And cross my fingers the camera arrives tomorrow. Then I can get back to my short film.